Yo, what's up, family? What's up, friends? OG Larry from G Trades TV checking in with everybody on this King Day to try to get ready for the markets tomorrow. So it's been a long weekend. So if you're ready to get back in your bag and get to some trading action, then let's get right into it. This is not financial advice. I can't tell you what to buy, hold, or sell, but I can show you what I'm looking at and what I'm thinking about doing come tomorrow. So I got the SPY chart up, and the proof is in the pudding. I got this rising wedge drawn out right here, which could be a bearish signal. We got a lot of. Make sure I'm on a daily chart. We have a couple of 4 days closing with in the red, lower lows, lower highs, and we're seeing lower highs and lower lows. So that could mean that the market could be attempting a reversal. So be careful, be prepared, not surprised. And I got these levels right here marked. We're at 6.9. We close at 691.66, and if it doesn't hold, we need to see what we do at 689, which is the next level of support. If we break down 689, we need to hold 686, 685 area. If not, we can come back down to 682 and so on and so forth. And we could see the market coming back to the downside. And if you see the market coming back to the downside, then just be patient and try to see where it bottoms out at, because no one knows. No one can tell you exactly what the market could do. It could be a false breakdown, which it could go down and then bounce back up and trap everybody for liquidity. And if you don't know what liquidity is, it's where everybody has their stop losses set, and the market will come down and pick up that stop loss money and buy its own contracts. Institutions will buy their contracts with your money and push the stock market back up. So be careful where the liquidity zones are when this market starts pulling down. If you think that it's going to drop, it could be dropping just to take your cash and move back up. So follow the price action and watch this level to level and see what it does. Because if we break down these three levels of support right here, we could see further downside. And to the upside, if we can get over 693.63 right here, then we could see 696 going on towards the 700 range again, looking for all-time highs. So just put this on your radar. If you're watching the markets, if you're watching any particular stocks that might be in this index, then keep your eye on it. Let's look at QQQ also, which is the tech-heavy index. I don't have the rising wedge drawn on this chart, but it usually follows the same type of pattern that the SPY does. So if you look right here, we can draw one up right here, right there, boom, and then let's go right here, and it's still a rising wedge, even though this is not a very good drawn. A very good draw. We still have that rising wedge, and we still have four days closing in the red, which could be book bearish also for QQQ. So if you're trading tech stocks or if you trade the Qs, be wary of where your support and resistance zones are. And I have my chart, my numbers marked at 629 is what we need to get through. So we're pretty good ways away from that at 621. We need to see not only 620, 622 cold, but 624, 626 on back up through 627 to 629 on the Qs. So the Qs failed to rally and cost me a little cash last week because I thought it might get over that 629 and head for all-time highs. But if this isn't a false breakdown, or if there is a false breakdown and QQQ holds back over 622 and gets over 626 again, then we can look for more upside. But until then, I'm going to be careful and be cautious and watch for this downside action, because we have on the daily, QQQ could be forming a rising wedge also. And if it breaks down through it, then we could be looking for more downside all the way back down to 615 area. So even 610 if it breaks down low enough. So we want to be careful and watch the price action, because the trend is going to be our friend. And we've been on this euphoric uptick, and in the past I've been tricked when the market would act like this. I would stay in thinking being perma bullish or whatever you want to call it. And I would always get trapped, in the market would tank. And that's when I would lose the most of my money in situations like that. So you want to be careful. You don't want to oversize. You want to be careful with your position size and while you're watching what this market does, because it could chop. It could be, it could be just a weight zone when it comes to SPY and QQQ, because while it's in this chop area right here, unless it breaks down or breaks out, then, and unless you're trading level to level, you might want to stay away from it. So I got one play that it's going to be my top watch as far as an option trade this week. I'm gonna pull it up. I think I got it over here. Where's it at? Let me go back to it. Boom, right here, NBIS, Nebius Group. So this is my top play, my top watch for an option play this week, because Nebius, it broke down, it went down over some days under the $100 range, and I was watching to see if it was going to get back up to 100. Every time it made a move, like right there was 101, and got pushed back down. Right there went all the way back up to 108, actually, and got pushed back down right there, down to 99. But it kind of held that $100 range for the last couple of weeks, and we finally got that breakout over $100, and we closed at 108.73. So if we continue, we have continued momentum over 109 and get towards 111. If it doesn't gap up tomorrow morning, then we can look at this as an entry, maybe for a trade around the 111 range, looking to ride this wave back up to 120, 125. And ultimately, in the long term, this thing's going to push up back to the 140 range, to where it was when it was at the high. So keep this on your radar. I think this might be the next hot one to watch. And I'm gonna do a specific video on this if I get in and it begins to run, because if it runs, and I don't want you FOMOing in, and after, if you miss an entry, because there's always gonna be another play. But I'm gonna be looking at this. This is gonna be on my radar. Top watch, NBIS, through 111. I'm gonna be looking to get in there, maybe with a 115 call contract. So keep this on your radar, and watch out for the SPY and QQQ. Be prepared, not surprised. You don't want to get caught out in no rug pull or no down or no reversal or just even a correction. You want to be patient and proper risk management with position size, and do you wonders, as this market has made all-time highs and it's chopping and it's up and down now. So you want to be careful. That being said, I'm gonna get on out here, y'all. Y'all peace out, man. Be good.